What's going on, everybody? The name is Dennis Smith, the alternate timeline. Thank you for tuning in today. Hope you guys are having a wonderful weekend. We're here to react, man. React to Hell's Paradise episode 6. I'm hype about it, man. I'm very hype about it. Love the direction of where this is going. And yeah, but before I get into it, if you could super smash that like button, subscribe to the channel for me. Doing a lot of good things over here. Follow the socials, man. It's at the alt time on Twitter and IG. Running a giveaway right now. You definitely want to participate. It is a DC comic, which, by the way, happy free comic book day today. We're giving away a comic book. It's a DC comic, DC Batman. It's an 80th anniversary comic book special edition. So tune into that, participate, man. Go participate. It's our pinned tweet and the pinned post on IG. Go participate, man. Enter for a chance to win that sweet comic book. Also, I will always have the episode broken down into chapters, so if you want to skip right to the reaction, you can do that. If you don't want to listen to my little preview review or whatever, you can skip right to the reaction right there down on the ticker thing. I like to have that for you guys. But now that all that's out of the way, let's talk about Hell's Paradise, man, because I'm excited about it. Now that all that is out of the way, let's talk about Hell's Paradise, Jigokurako, and what we've seen so far, man. The last episode was interesting. We learned a lot about the island. You know, it's got like mountainous terrain on it. They were shacked up in a cavern, the 5 that we were with. Then we got introduced to Nurugai, which happened to be a girl. They did the whole boy-girl switch thing at the end. Happens to be a girl with her executioner kind of helping her out. They tried to escape, and while they was out there on the waters, we figure out that the island basically extends out there, and they ran into like a monster, squid-like monster that would not let them go. And anybody that tries to go, you're basically getting death from that thing. We found out that Dono, one of the executioners that left the island, was out there basically struggling, and he ended up being dead at the end there. So, and we also figure out that all the currents lead back to the island, so they managed to escape and get back to the island. But yeah, it's a bunch of groups out there on the island still, and I think they're going to show Shion. I feel like they haven't shown Shion at all, and I feel like this episode they could possibly show him. The executioner that's like with the white hair, and he had his criminal trying to kill him, and he ended up escaping from her. I feel like he's somebody to look out for. Like, I feel like he's very mysterious. So hopefully they may show a little bit of him this episode. But yeah, danger is here. Danger is here. Freaking the cannibal guy, the big cannibal guy, he is here, and he showed up right behind Genji when he was talking to Sagiri, and basically like cut him in half. He like sliced through like a good portion of his midsection, and I'm like, whoa, I think Genji might be dying. I don't know if he's dead, if he's gonna make it or whatnot, but it looked like a good chunk of him was taken out, right? So this guy's a problem that needs to be dealt with like now. He's here, and Sagiri saw it. I'm sure Gabimaru's there, like Yuzuriha's there, everybody's there, and probably saw that. So they're gonna have to deal with him like now. So that's what I'm guessing is the fight between them and this big cannibal guy is about to happen, because I don't know what else. I don't know where else you would go from there. He's here and he's a threat. So we'll see, because he's interesting. He's powerful. I don't understand how they even got him over to the island with him cooperating. He just took out his executioner, took out Genji like it was nothing. It makes me think of like how do the Asaemon match up with some of these criminals who they even said have superpowers. Like some of them have like superpowers. Like we've seen Gabimaru, like he can like defend his body, like make his body harden and all that stuff. And He's got all these ninpos, and like he's got like super strength, super abilities, and some of these criminals have that. So like, if you're the Asaimons, part of the Yamada clan, like how do you even match up with some of these criminals? Like you're escorting in, but it seems like they can easily turn on you and kill you too. So it's just hard. But then again, it's like some of them got special like abilities too. Like Sagiri looks like she can move. Like she's like, when she's got her back up against the wall, she can do some things. And like I mentioned before, Shion looks like he can turn the tables on people too, man. Like they got some interesting abilities. I just wonder how they match up with each other. Because they feel confident enough to like look over them, but as we've seen, like some of them, you know, like the big cannibal guy, he turned on his executioner. It's like, can you really keep them in check, you know? And that was like the big thing with Sagiri, keeping Gabimaru in check. But as we saw, those two are on a good you know, path right now. They're in a good relationship, good terms right now. They had a really good talk. The last episode was really about Sagiri and her resolve. So, you know, they were all telling her to go back, you know, go back home. You're a woman, you know, you ain't got the strength like that, and you can bear children. You're like the daughter of the Yamada clan. You know, they've been trying to like tell her to go back home, but she had this great talk with Gabimaru, and you know, she has a strong resolve. Like she's strong, right? And like Gabimaru was saying, she's got practical strength. She's really she really wants to be about this executioner life, being a swords tester and all that. So the last episode really like heavily focused on that. But yeah, like as I was saying before, danger is here and we're gonna have to deal with it. That's what I'm looking forward to in this episode. So enough of me talking, let me get into it. Let's do this thing. I'm hype about it. So also, just a heads up, I'm a little under the weather, so just bear with me. Got the sniffles, cough, and all that kind of stuff. So I'll try to edit all that stuff out. Sorry about that in advance, but thank you for tuning in with me on this Hell's Paradise journey. So I appreciate you guys very much. I really do. So enough of that. Let's get it popping. Oh, they're starting off with the intro. Right into the intro, so we're getting all episode after this. Nice. I like when they do that. So there's some characters in this intro that I'm like, we have not seen yet. Like this little girl, like pink haired girl, we have not seen. That little tree thing, we have not seen. Who are all these people? Shion again, like he's in the intro, looking like a badass. Damn. I don't think I should have watched this intro. Damn, because I just gave away some things. All right, let's get it. He eats so much, it's great. Grow up strong, Rokurota. Who is this? Is this the who is this? Oh yeah, that's the hand. That's the hand hitting the rocks. We know who this is. This is the cannibal guy. Interesting. Yep, that's definitely him. I thought it could have been possibly Yuzuriha's executioner, the bigger executioner, the Asaimon. But this is definitely the cannibal guy. Interesting that we're getting a flashback of him. That's interesting. Woo! That hand be going crazy. Okay, that does not look like a huge, because in the last episode it looked like he cut him like almost in half, like he had like a little bit still attached at the midsection, but we'll see, because it looked like just a little bit of a gash there. That didn't look as extreme as it did in the last episode at the end there. But either way, he's messed up. Sagiri, you better pay attention. See, yeah, it doesn't look terrible, but that's bad. Run, Sagiri. It's too late for me. Oh, Sagiri! Yeah, Gabimaru is here. Yes, sir. What a kick. Is he condemned? Is he a condemned criminal or a monster? He low-key is kind of like the monsters that's on this island. He's practically unharmed. That's Rokurota, the Giant Bizen. He's assigned to Aizen Dono, the guy with the eye patch. Yeah, killed him. Those are the eyes of a predator who's located his prey. It'll be tough for us to escape together. And I have no choice. I'll kill him. That said, how? If that kick wasn't effective, then he's as tough as an evil Gakure. Shinobi rule number 9. Accurately analyze the enemy's abilities. I'll decide once I see how strong he is. Alright, alright. He picking up a tree! Huh? One-handed. Damn, one-handed. That's tough. Physically, he's stronger than me. How long are you gonna sit there and watch, Yuzuriha? Help me. You got your own ninjutsu, don't you? Fight with me like you promised you would. She said, of course I'll keep my promises. Why she got her executioner tied up like that? What's going on here? You're responsible for fighting, and I'm responsible for gathering information. Oh, she not the eye twitch. Gabimaru gave her that eye twitch. She just rooting him on and watching. That's crazy. Oh shit, there's nothing special about his swings. If I just focus on the destruction with... Uh-oh. Nah, yeah, there is something special about the hand though. I think he just realized that. His swings and reactions are fast. I can feel it instinctively. It's impossible to defend against those hands and the fists. Touching them would mean instant death. Ooh. What's something? He's got some ability in the hand there. I think that's what they were showing with the flashback when he pushed the rocks, and then the way that it transitioned from the flashback to here, like with the hand coming down. There's something. You got something with those hands. In that case, Ninpo Stone Storm. Nothing. It did nothing. Projectiles are ineffective. Ninpo Unformed Blade. Oh, that's pretty cool. That didn't do nothing, but that was pretty cool. That's a nice little weapon to have. What else do I have? What long range Ninpo would be effective against him? It's back with Sagiri and Genji. She's trying to patch him up. He said this is pointless. You're a strange person. Moments ago you were blustering like a man. But now I feel a woman's affection in you. Right. Right now there are no men and women. Go ahead, Sagiri, she preaching. I simply don't want my senior who studied under the same master to die. She is right. On this island there ain't no men and women. For sure. We just here to survive. So that's how you've chosen to live. Rather than dividing everything in two, such as man or woman, strength or weakness, you accept opposing concepts as part of yourself. You embody the middle way. That is your conviction. Okay, the middle way. I finally understand. Is he giving her his sword? A warrior's sword is his soul. I give this to you. Rokurota probably killed Aizen Dono. Yeah. Goner. It's tough. If you're a samurai, then I won't tell you to run anymore. It's a nice moment. It's a nice moment. Kill Rokurota. Kill him. Let's go, Sagiri. Yamada Asaimon Sagiri? Yes, sir. Good shit, Genji. Close quarter combat is too dangerous. Projectiles are ineffective. If I could get... Ooh, if I could get a chance to use aesthetic blaze. Damn, them hand swings is crazy. Oh! Pinky gone. If you insert your blade at the junction of extended muscles, tendons, and bone, even the strongest body can be cut. Yeah, no matter how outlandish your opponent, the principles of execution apply. She preaching. Understand the structure of their body and strike at the gaps. Okay. That is the Yamada Asaimon style. Gabimaru. Good timing, I was just looking for some help. Assist me. I like it. I'd like to go and tend to my fellow student's wound. What? But it's too late for him. Besides, you're not that kind of guy, are you? What did that mean? Like, what did that mean? You're not that type of guy, are you? What does that mean? I really want to know what his skill is like. Because I think he ranks higher than most of the Slimon that we've seen. I think he ranks higher. I really want to know what he's about. I think there's a reason why Yuzuriha hasn't killed him. Like, nobody's safer, but something with him that she knows of, and it's like something. There's something strong about this Slimon here. For sure, there's a reason why Yuzuriha keeps him around. He's useful somehow. More importantly, no monsters have approached despite the noise we're making. That's a good point. Wouldn't it be more beneficial to observe them? That's a good point. She is doing her job. She's gathering some information. She's doing her job. That's a great point. All the noise they're making, the monsters are not there. I wonder if they're just letting them battle out, and then, because sometimes it feels like, because remember, they didn't show up during the very first battle Gabimaru had when they were on the island. Remember when they got there and it was Dono's guy, Gabimaru killed with all the weapons and stuff. Gabimaru killed him and nothing was around them until he killed him. So I'm wondering if they like wait until like, okay, let evil kill evil, and then when there's one evil left, like we show up then. I wonder if that's how it is. But anyways, that's an interesting point, that they're not coming until, or that they're not around right now, even though there's a lot of noise being made. We can flee once they're dead. His bleeding has stopped already, so that wasn't a serious injury for him. We need a single killing blow, but his neck is too high up, so we'll split up. Cut his legs from the blind spot. So you say that so casually. So you can do it, can't you? I'll handle his attacks. Oh, that's a close call, my guy. But did nothing. Did nothing. Get out the way. He's condemned to death and killed my senior. Breathe, Sagiri. But if I attack too aggressively, my swordsmanship will suffer. Okay. I must remain calm. I must push aside my emotions and rely on reason. Breathe. Oh, his leg. I must have strained it while evading his blows. Dodging his attacks takes a high degree of skill. Bro, yeah, it's because you tried to kick his damn. Nah, of course he strained it. He tried to kick his attack when he was. What was a close call? Remember I was just saying that it was a close call, dude. You just tried to kick it. All that momentum probably messed his leg all the way up. I must remain calm. If I'm struck by a single blow, it's over. Damn, still couldn't slice it. Cutting through his bones while he's rampaging about will be difficult. Normally beheadings are performed on people bowing their heads. Killing him with a single blow requires him to hunch over. It'll be difficult to even make him do that, right? What's up? Is his stomach growling? The hell? Gabimaru, what the hell? What the hell? Bro, Gabimaru is in the ground right now. I have to believe, because of what they've shown us with Gabimaru, that he's able to harden his body right there in an instant and protect himself a little bit. That had to have done damage for sure, but I have to believe that Gabimaru here has protected himself a little bit there. Cause what the hell? What the hell? And why is he crying about like that? He does act like a giant ass monster, a giant beast. Right, get up. His extraordinary strength made me cautious, but I can withstand this. Okay, I can handle this. Ooh. Ooh. No, don't run over there. Don't run over there. Okay. A fatal blow's coming. Death? Calm down. I must remain calm. Suppress your emotions. Think logically. Calm down. Abandon your passion. Remain calm. Come on, Sagiri. We need you. Okay. Okay. The sword. Turn your emotions into strength. Okay. Choose neither calmness nor passion, but the middle. Okay. Balance attack. Alright, Sagiri. Yeah, this is Gabimaru is like, yeah, she's strong. Even Yuzuriha is surprised. Wow. Her Tameshi Itu Ryu rank is 12th. But Yamada clan ranks aren't determined by pure skill alone. This is Yuzuriha's executioner talking. They're assigned according to their suitability to lead the clan. So she loses standing simply by being a woman, okay? In terms of pure skill though, she's... Sagiri lacks experience as a warrior on the battlefield. But when her duty and goals are aligned with her heart, when her hesitation vanishes, look at her go. Her skill with the sword is better than first rate. Look at her go. Go ahead. She may fear monsters on the island, but as an assignment in the face of a criminal, she shows no fear. She's one stubborn person. I was right about her, right? That feeling I got when I first met her. She's strong. Yeah, remember when he first met her, that first episode, when she actually started to attack and he saw like that vision or whatever of her decapitating him? Yeah, she's strong. Look at Sagiri holding her own, man. Oh, he fell over. A low-hanging head? She about to do it? Okay, I was about to say, nah, this man got up out of there. He moved quickly. His stomach is growling again. I guess it's not that simple. I think Gabimaru's back on his feet. Is there any way to keep his head lowered? I got an idea. Gabimaru's got an idea. It might be a bit extreme. Oh, he heated up. Did you see that? Yeah, he heated up. What that mean? What that mean? Close quarters combat is too dangerous. Projectiles are ineffective, right? Our only option is to get a blade through the gap in his body and decapitate him. Doing that requires more than exceptional physical abilities. We need the skills of the Yamada Saman clan, specialized in beheading. Okay. Break it down, break it down. But given his massive bulk and reaction speed, a half-hearted effort won't be enough to reach him. In that case. What is he about to do? What is he about to do? Ascetic Blaze? She said crap. We're getting out of here, Senta. His name is Senta. Okay. Senta, I gotta remember that. Nippo Stone Storm Ascetic Blaze mode. Yuzuriha knows something about this. Zephyr Weave Ascetic Blaze mode. Grand Crag Ascetic Blaze mode. Quilt of Thorns Ascetic Blaze mode. Everything Ascetic Blaze. Damn, he's coughing up blood. Sagiri said any more would be reckless. Besides, this should be enough. Damn, the whole forest is on fire. How far do we need to run? As far as we can. What? They're not just trying to kill Rokurota. They're planning to set the whole area on fire. What? It's the smoke. The massive amount of smoke produced by the oils in raw wood. By setting fire to the branches and leaves, they can instantly fill the area above with smoke, giving smoke properties. Okay. And if he rampages about while crying, He'll run short of breath and inhale a large amount of that. That might be, that's poisonous. Like execution by fire, the poison in the smoke that causes loss of consciousness when inhaled is more harmful than the flames or heat. Okay? In other words, carbon monoxide. Is this gonna make him kneel down though? Because it looks like, so the air up top is poisonous and all the smoke, right? But down below is like, so if this can get him to hang his head down low, we have a shot. Carbon monoxide poisoning. But as long as you stay crouched, you won't inhale the smoke. It's safe. Will he reach his limit first? Uh-oh. Kneel down. It's there. It's there. It's there. Ooh, Gabimaru with the save. Hold him down. Let's do this. Cut him now while we have the chance. I won't last this long. Come on, Sagiri. Remain calm. Do that shit. Damn, why they showing his why they giving us flashbacks of him? Hungry. He really taking chunks out of people eating it. Did he eat his own parents? What? Why don't I ever feel full? Why won't anyone play with me? Oh man, I'm not about to sit here and feel bad for this guy. Y'all not about to do that. Y'all not about to do that, man. We allowed you to go on quite a rampage. We must have frightened you. I'm sorry. Is the head off? But it's all right now. Nobody hates you. Those who might hate you now are dead. Yeah, the head. Like them, I hope you rest in peace. That's a crazy scene. Yo, nah, that's a crazy scene. I like that though. So she's another one of those that kind of shows compassion. Almost like Tundra a little bit. You know, we're reacting to Demon Slayer. Go check those videos out too. She's kind of like Tundra. You know how like when he kill a demon, he really shows empathy for him and stuff. She's kind of the same way. Look at that scene though. That's a crazy one. Holding his head like that. Oh my God. Jesus. Hope he rests in peace. Closed his eye and everything. So this dude was always hungry, just never full. So he started eating people because of that. Like that's crazy. And then he wanted people to play with him. Oh, that's a weird mix of things. A weird mix of desires, man. Monsters might approach. We should get away from here. Yes, sir, Sagiri. Oh no, Genji. Genji's out. He's done. Genji's done. If we don't hurry, we'll burn to death. Gotta get the music. Cue the music. On this island where I can't mourn my fellow students, much less criminals, I must be strong. Oh no. Genji. That is your conviction. Damn. Uh oh, giants? See, now they're here. Yeah, they're around now, but they're hiding from him. They're heading towards the flames now. But normally animals instinctively avoid fire. Interesting. Why weren't they there to begin with, but now they're headed towards the fire? Interesting. They're looking less and less natural. We don't have a choice. Let's head in the direction where the monsters came from. Good idea. The monster's ecology is our only lead to the elixir, right? I'm still feeling the damage I took earlier. I need a break. This is such a pain. Would you rather give up then? Nah. If I find the elixir of life as quickly as possible and see my wife as soon as I can. Are you sure you're not worried about the safety of your fellow students? Nope, they all took this job knowing it could kill them. It would be disrespectful to be concerned about them. Again, not showing Shion. They're showing everybody else. Our interests are finally aligned. I'm still your monitor. What is that? What are they seeing? The vixen and raccoon dog fled. Why they call him a raccoon dog? Yuzuriha, they're looking at something. What are they seeing? What are they looking at? A village. Doesn't look like it could be anything else. This is what I was thinking. There's got to be some kind of twist. There's some kind of twist out here. That they might not be the only ones on the island. This is some kind of twist, because I saw in the, which I shouldn't have been looking at the intro, but there was like this little girl with the pink hair and all that stuff. She didn't come to the island with them. Like, she must already be on the island, right? So there's people that were in the intro that were like already, have to be already on the island, or they come later or something. But I was looking forward to some kind of twist. Like, it's not just island monsters and creatures. There's got to be some other stuff, right? If this place really is Shinsenkyo, does that mean hermits live in this village? What? The two brothers. They keep killing these creatures. Is he drinking the blood? Man, that's gross. Doesn't even fill you up. This dude is drinking the blood. The bodily fluids of animals are the water you drink in the mountains. Anyways, what are those hermits you mentioned earlier? See, yeah, Toma knows some things. He knows some things. Well, they're imaginary. They're a type of superhuman being according to... Ooh. Most resemble old men. Allegedly, they're immortal. They may exist on this island. It's supposed to be hermits, not monsters that live in Shinsenkyo. He said, sounds dumb. Just kill the old farts and be done with it. Uh-oh. What happened? Something's out there. What? What? This is two girls making love out up on the balcony of some house? Why they looking like that? Interesting. Damn, every episode is just giving us a cliffhanger. Every episode leaving us with a cliffhanger. What? So now we're getting to more things that's on the island, man. We're gonna keep learning more and more about the island. Damn, what an episode. I had to say, this is what I thought would happen. Like, we were going to have to fight homeboy that showed up behind Genji, like sliced him in half. R.I.P. Genji. R.I.P. But yeah, the big cannibal guy, we had to get rid of him, man. We had to take that battle head on. That's mostly what this episode was about. Gabimaru Sagiri basically coming to terms with herself and what she's gonna be about on this island. Great episode for her. She's low-key the main character, man. Like, a lot of character development so far with Sagiri, which is great, man. You know, the last episode, them telling her to go home. Now they're realizing like what she is, and I thought it was cool when she finally blocked him with the sword and she was holding her own. They were like, yeah, as far as like pure skill though, she's first rate. You know, she's a woman and all that stuff, and that has a part to do with like her standing and stuff. But as far as her skill with the sword, she's nice. She's nice, and she definitely displayed that this episode, which was great. Her and Gabimaru worked well as a team. That was basically their first time, you know, tag teaming something, doing like the duo thing, and they're great together, man. Like they're great together as a duo. I'm looking forward to more of that. That's awesome. Yuzuriha was no help, but she was gathering information, not necessarily for Gabimaru, but for the audience to hear. Is like, okay, like the monster's not attacking while all this loud noise. My theory was, you know, they watch until the evil gets done with evil, and then there's one evil remaining, then they pop up. But they were late to the party. They were on their way when the fire, Gabimaru did the fire thing. They were on their way at the end there, and yeah, they were kind of just heading that way, showing up way late. And I'm not sure what that was, but Gabimaru was like, okay, we need to go where they're coming from, and that's going to be our only lead. And they kind of reach basically like a village sort of thing, and they're thinking hermits are there, because that's what they hear is part of the Shinsenkyo village. So yeah, that's kind of where we're at. Great episode for Sagiri. She I just thought it was a crazy moment, her holding the head of the big guy, the big cannibal guy. I keep forgetting his name. But yeah, man, interesting episode. I thought we were probably gonna see Shion in this episode, but we did not get a look at him. It's so interesting that they're keeping him kind of away from everything. Like, they're showing us the brothers, they're showing us Nurugai a little bit, and then the five that's there with Yuzuriha and Gabimaru's team. But we know that Shion is out there, and then yeah, that's kind of, I'm just interested in knowing what more about him, because I feel like he's gonna play like a role. I feel like he's gonna be somebody, because there's a reason he's not dead, and there's a reason that he's made it this far. He's in episode 6. He's still alive out there, and you know, obviously I watched the intro, like, he's in the intro, so he's somebody, right? Can't wait to see when that comes out. But yeah, they show up on that cliff, and they see the village, and the two brothers, they're fighting monsters or whatever, and they see this kind of house, distorted looking house thing with two naked women on top making love, and then they make eye contact in this really evil, sadistic looking way, and it's like, oh man, like, there's just more and more to this island that's like, damn, it's on, man. Like, there's gonna be danger around every corner, it feels like. Like, they're just like not gonna get a break. That's what it looks like to me. So yeah, it's gonna be interesting. Very excited to see where this heads, and then very excited for the next episode. But yeah, that's all I really got for you guys. I appreciate you guys for watching. Thank you for tuning in. This is Dennis Smith of the Ascetic Timeline. I hope you guys have a wonderful week or weekend whenever you're watching this. And yeah, if you could super smash that like button, subscribe to the channel for me. We've got more of this on the way. Be back next week with an episode. Gonna be reacting to Demon Slayer, so look out for that episode as well. But yeah, tune in, man. Tune in. I appreciate you guys very much. But yeah, I will see you guys in the next video. Peace.